Okay, I think I'm live. I'm a bit early today. I'll wait till half past. Okay, let's invite Dibs. There we go. Hi everyone! Welcome to Quick Unpick. I hope you're all well. Hello. Oh, small smiley. I've seen your name pop up so many times. It's so lovely. Hello. How are you all this morning? Are you well? So yeah, I'm just going to wait for Dibs to join us. I tell you what I'll do actually is I'm going to start by mentioning our wonderful sponsor, Rainbow Fabrics, because I keep saying it at the end and some people might miss it. So thank you so much to Rainbow Fabrics for sponsoring Quick Unpick. You are wonderful people and we love your fabrics. So yeah, tell me what you're up to while we're waiting for Dibs. There she. Oh, I see she's come from a different account. That's why I didn't get it. Okay, fair enough. So hopefully that should be you. Yay! Hi, Dave.
Hey, hello.
Look at you. You're looking amazing.
Well, I did sleep early. I woke up early because I'm such a bad morning person. I had to make an extra effort. I set my alarm so I could wake up early and get ready. How are you?
Oh, I love it. I love the hat. I actually put on makeup because I was like, right, Dibs is going to look ultra glam, so I've got to up on my game. Oh, you look amazing.
My daughter was like, "Mommy, where are you going to? Why are you made up? Why are you dressed up?" And I was like, If she calls this dressed up, then I need to up my game because I'm just like, I'm not good anyway. I'm not good. I'm just on a call.
Well, thank you for making the effort. It means a lot to me. So how are you this morning? Obviously well slept, so that's good.
Thank God for that. I'm okay. I'm not looking forward to tomorrow, that's for sure, because, well, work and all that. But yeah, I am happy.
Nice, happy. Yeah, because it's the end of half term, isn't it? Is your daughter back to school tomorrow? And
yeah, I've got two. So I've got Noah.
Oh, you got two?
Who is going to be 10 in March.
Wow.
And then Fessa, who's the little girl, who's everywhere. Yeah, so both of them are going back to school this week, and we can't be any happier because this half term has been horrible because they've been literally everywhere, coming into our meetings. Hi, so it's just been crazy.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? When you have kids, you're like, I'm kind of ready for my routine back. It's really, really good when, you know, I'm definitely looking forward to tomorrow as well because it's been hard fitting everything in with, like, you know, them family being everywhere and tricky. So yeah, I would love to know because your output is amazing. You're so inspiring. Every time I go on your page, I'm like, I want to make this, I want to make that. I love everything you make. So what are you making at the moment?
Well, $1 million question. So I've been making the cashmere magna pants forever.
Nice.
But I just can't get to the finish line, and just not because there's anything wrong with the pattern. The pattern fits because when they did the book, they actually fit the pattern to me. So I've got my own personalized block. So it fits. I know I don't need to do any muslin or anything because it will fit. But there's just so many things happening. Work. So I got a new role. So a new role in my daytime job. So my evenings, instead of sewing or doing something crafty, I'm studying. So it's been like that from the beginning of the year. I just haven't had the time to do anything.
Understand.
Yeah, but I am part of my fabric shop, Selvedge and Bolts. I'm exhibiting at the Stitch show.
Yes, amazing.
Yeah. So I need to, and I'm sharing a stand with Lucy from Trend Patterns. So
lovely.
Yeah. So I need to make maybe 2 or 3 items with my fabric and have patterns, just so when people come, they can see how the patterns and my fabrics go together.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to actually make stuff, not like I have a deadline now. So.
It is good to have a deadline though sometimes,
isn't it?
Because it's okay, this is going to put me into action, and
it focuses my mind.
You and Trend Patterns, that's going to be a lot of fun, that stand.
I know. She was actually at my studio yesterday. Oh my gosh. We were just laughing. It was so fun. It was our first time meeting, but we've been communicating online forever. It was just so cool. And I really can't wait for you guys to see us in action.
Yeah, I'm
the show.
hoping to come to Stitch Festival. I'm so excited about it. It'll be my first like non-hermit thing I've done in 3 years. So I might just be terrified. You might like find me hiding in a corner, just rocking backwards and forwards. But I'm going to try and come definitely. And yeah, I'm so excited. But Dibs, so what, we've never met in real life, so it would be lovely to, you know, maybe not hug because of this current climate, but well, you know, do a elbow bash or whatever. But yeah, I didn't know that you were Selvedge and Bolts until I like did my research last night, and so I've always followed you both. And I thought when they talked about, you know, Dibs, I just thought they were crushing on you.
Wow, because my name is so.
Please tell me about Salvage and Bolts. Like, where did it all come from, and where did it start? It's such a lovely fabric shop.
So Salvage and Bolts started in June 2019. Yes, so that summer or that period, was it April or was it May? I had gone to the Paris Social.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was organized by Carmen and Charlotte. So loads of us went there, and it was so much fun. And I just loved buying fabric. And then when I came back and I put up what I'd bought, many people were like, "Oh my gosh, I'd love to go fabric shopping with you, Dibs. Oh my gosh, Dibs, you've got really good taste." And those are comments I've been having throughout the year. So I started blogging in 2010. And the constant thing has always been like, "Oh, I'd like your fabric taste. I want to go fabric shopping with you." And like anyone who follows me know that I am a fabric addict. I can't stop myself. You know, like
I understand.
I am forever broke because I always buy fabric. And so I thought, okay, I might be onto something here. Let me start buying fabric for myself, obviously, and then get some extra and sell off, so then that way I can fund my fabric habits, so I don't have to spend my money, but I can what I've put in, you know. And so we started with like 5 balls of fabric, then things just went from there, and now it's this big thing, which I'm really at the moment struggling to handle because I still have my full-time day job. So it's
that's a lot. That's a lot. But
is.
I mean, do you have a separate place? Is it like a warehouse?
Yes.
Or
No, well, it's not really a warehouse. So it's like a room. It's a room in a business center. It's actually quite nice. Lots of windows, natural light.
Oh, it must be like really heaven. Good. Yeah.
It's heaven if you've got time to sit in and enjoy it. But I don't have the time because I'm at work at home. So because the way I am, I've got the attention span of a gnat. If I go there to work, right, I wouldn't be able to concentrate on my day job because I'm just like, okay, so I need to set up this. Ooh, fabric! Oh my God, look at all that silk, you know. So I can't concentrate. So I need to keep that. I need to work from home. But then there's a fabric shop. So fortunately, I now have 2 ladies working with me. So wonderful. They do all the order fulfillment, and then they'll answer queries that come in through the website, except if it's something that they can't handle, and then I have to handle it. But then I still do the fabric sourcing, and then I have to take the pictures, list them, do the fabric showcase videos, which I haven't been doing a lot of because, well, life.
Time.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you're absolutely a superwoman. Someone else just wrote, "I can't believe you have another job as well." This is amazing. So you're a mum, business owner, you have another full-time job, and you look incredible. I don't know how you do it, and you sew.
I struggle. This is just a fun. I have epic meltdowns. Like last year I was actually off work for 4 months because I was so depressed. Everything was just, life wasn't looking up, but it's been with a lot of support from my friends, through therapy, my family. I'm on the way up.
Oh, that's really good to hear.
I'm slowly every day learning to just say, it's okay if I can't do it all. It's okay if I don't answer customers' questions for a week. It's okay.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
So, but I think what's important is to let people know that I'm struggling. So I did that. I've done that to some extent with my Selvedge and Bolts Instagram. Like, if I'm really struggling, I'll put up a post and say, look, this is a hard time. So please be
Give me a
patient,
moment.
blah, 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 blah. But yeah. And I think, because we've been through a really bad patch, the whole world, basically, since 2020. And many people are struggling. But I am quite fortunate in that family is really supportive. So my husband literally became a single dad of 3 because I was a baby once more. Like, he was literally looking after me. I was the first child. And I took advantage. I did take advantage. So I'll be on the bed. I'm like, oh, I'm okay today, but I'm going to pretend like I'm not okay because, well, I want breakfast in bed. I'm like, okay.
No, you weren't taking advantage. You were suffering from burnout, and that's completely understandable. And
days when I felt okay, but then I'm going to continue staying in bed. Well, now, but
yeah, for you, because and thank goodness you had that support network, and you know, because a lot of people did struggle in pandemic, and I think a lot of people felt kind of guilty about that because they felt like other problems were bigger than theirs and everything. But it's really nice to actually just turn around and say, I need help, and you know, let the people around you help you. It's so important.
And especially for me, who comes from an African culture where we don't talk about things like that. We have this mentality to just bear everything and just take life as, oh, it's okay, I'm in pain, but someone else's pain is worse than mine, so I'm fine. You know, like, when I first started feeling that way, and I told my mom, she was like, it's okay, you'll be fine. There are people out there who have worse problems. And not because she doesn't care, but because
it's ingrained in her.
Yeah. You know, so it took her friend to call me one day, and I was crying like the world was coming to an end for her. And her friend hung up and called my mom and said, you need to call your daughter now. She's dying, you know. And when she realized that, oh, it's not the normal, I'm having a bad day, she really got on board. But like I said, I know I'm lucky because not everyone has that level of support. And I just hope people can be more understanding if someone is, and when people write to people online, you don't know what the person is going through, and then people write, even if it's well-meaning, but sometimes the way it comes across on the internet, if I'm going through a really bad day and then someone writes a message, the way I'll respond to it or the way I'll see it, if I'm going through a bad funk, it's not the same way I'll see it if I'm having a good day. So,
of course, yeah.
So
it stings, doesn't it?
It stings. I just think we need to be a bit mindful how we talk to people online that we don't know.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. I mean, I think the sewing community is a lot better than a lot of places on the internet, but they still have their moments, and it's really important.
Twitter. I've been on Twitter.
Oh, I'm out of Twitter.
Twitter.
I left. I think it was about 2020. I was like, I'm out of here. I'm never coming back to Twitter.
Yeah, but well, okay. Enough about the gloom and doom. Today's a good day. I'm happy. You're happy. We're smiling.
Yes. Well, I just want to send lots of love. Thank you for sharing that with us. That's really, really lovely of you. And big kisses your way. I hope everything is on the up for you. Anyway, right. Shall we talk about? Well, you've obviously got a few plans for what you're going to make next because of the Stitch Festival. Is that right? I'm trying to remember the. Yeah.
Yes.
So what are you going to make for the stand?
What am I going to make in terms of what I'm going to wear, or how am I going to display?
Okay, both. Well, I mean, the display, I'd love to know the display, because are the trousers something that you're thinking for the display, or?
Well, yes, I hope to get the trousers done in time. I know I will, because I want to make the trend pattern pussy bow dress.
Oh, yes.
But as a top, so I can wear with one of the trousers with the Magna pants, because the Magna pants has elastic at the waistband at the back, so it's comfortable because we're going to be there from morning till night. So I need to be comfortable. So I'm going to make the Magna pants and then one of the trend patterns tops, and then probably 2 other dresses that are just like, so it just goes movement. I need to be, so I can be free and not something tight, because my tummy has gotten a life of its own. It's my daughter always asks me, "Are you pregnant, mommy?" I'm like,
so our daughters definitely know how to make it. I completely understand.
Oh my God, like
B picks up my flaws all the time.
my kids are on my case, and I look at them and I'm thinking, how can you guys be so mean? Like, if I hold a bottle of Coke and I want to drink, my son is like, I'm pretty sure that's not healthy, mommy. Jeez, can a woman have a life, you know? Yeah. So for the stand, because this is my first time exhibiting at any show. I'm not quite sure what to do, but Lucy's been really helpful. She was trying to give me ideas on how I could set it up, what I could put on the walls, because my space is quite small. It's just a 2x4 space, so I'm probably going to have 2 tables at the front, and then I'll have boxes where I'll put fabrics on the roll, and then I'll have a clothing rack where I would hang scarves. You know, because on my website I sell designer scarves as well.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah,
so there's some that I haven't listed yet, so I'll bring them and put them on the hanger so people can see, and most of them are from Mulberry, so people can feel them, so kind of like a little lifestyle section.
Yeah,
and
gorgeous.
Then I'll have a little section for the more higher end silks and the more expensive stuff, but the viscoses and the cottons will be somewhere else. So there'll be loads of remnants that we just haven't had the time to list on the shop. So yeah.
Oh, well, it's really good for that. And also, I think people are a bit hungry for fabric shopping and stroking again, because none of us have done it in so long.
Yeah. And then there'll also be, I also have some Dolce and Gabbana trims. So like the Chantilly laces, well, they're not made by Dolce and Gabbana, but Dolce and Gabbana got them from France, like from, I think, Sophie Halle. So they're quite really, really beautiful lace trims. So I'll get them, because I just haven't had the time to list them.
Of course.
I'll bring, Lucy said bring everything, bring the whole shop, carry the shop and bring.
Exactly.
So I'll try to bring as much as possible. Because
I don't know if you're seeing, but there's quite a few comments going, I can't wait to stroke, and I'm so excited to come. So yeah, bring them all.
Thank you. I hope you do come. I really do hope you do come, because I've never done this before, so I haven't met most of you. So it will be good to have people stop by and say hello. I promise I won't bite. I'm nice. That's all for the display.
Amazing. And so another thing that I kind of was aware of was that you've done a bit of modelling as well, and the By Hand London shoot with your daughter is the cute. It honestly brought me to tears. It was so cute.
I know. Well, that one, the model was my daughter. Then,
but you look amazing. Can we just say?
You know, that wig I had on, I bought it that morning because the studio was in Peckham, right? And so it was in Peckham High Street, and there are loads of shops there that sell African stuff like wigs and whatever for African women. So I went there that morning. I was like, I need a wig. I need to look extra. You know?
You do.
So I got the biggest wig I could find, and what you don't see in the pictures is how much effort was put into making sure my wig was like, after every picture they'll come. It was really good because my daughter had so much fun, and because I'm quite lazy. I wouldn't just wake up one day and go and say, oh, my daughter and I should have a photo shoot. No, I'll never do that. But so when this came, Elizabeth was like, can we get Fessa to model for us? I was like, yeah, of course. Then afterwards she was like, would you want to model as well? I was like, excuse you, of course, you know, you don't even need to ask. So yeah,
I was already coming.
It was really fun. I was coming, you know. It was really fun. And the other children that were there, they were so nice to Fessa. The makeup artist was really good. It was just an experience. It was a really good experience.
So lovely. And also the Cashmerette book, you're in that?
My bomb. My bomb was in that.
Love it. When has that come out yet? Because I'm not aware of that.
It is. The book came out end of last year. It's really good. It's amazing.
Sorry.
The tone of the book is so good because for many of us who are on the plus side, like, people say things without, well, sometimes it's me, but sometimes, like, my children, when they say things, it hurts. But I know that they are not trying to be hurtful, but it hurts, you know?
Yeah,
like,
cool.
if my daughter asks me, are you pregnant, mommy? I'm just like, okay. And I tell them that, look, it's both of you that have made my tummy this big, because if I didn't have kids,
going to say, I mean,
my tummy would have been flat.
And you birthed 2 kids. You are, you know, you are beautiful, and you're allowed whatever body the world gives you. So don't you worry.
Yeah. So the book was I just loved it, because there isn't a book out there like that focuses only on problems that are more or less specific to people that are more generously sized, you know. And to my mom, when we were taking the pictures, the ladies, and it's a good thing because it was an all-woman cast, like the editor, the photographer, the stylist.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Woman. So it was such a relaxing and fun environment, and safe. And they're like, "Oh, your bum is so firm. It's firm. Your bum." And my bum was hurt. And I was like, I'm having bum envy. It was so funny.
I really want to use the term fluffer, but that's so wrong, right?
No, my bum is not fluffy.
No. It's sorry. I should probably explain. I happen to know, I've watched something about the porn industry, and they have to fluffer the certain parts of the body, and the thought of people kind of prepping your bum, it just matters. Sorry, my mind is in the gutter. I'm gonna shut up.
No, there was no bum prepping going on during that photo shoot. No bombs were prepped.
Just a lot of jealousy on the bum. I totally understand. I would love your bum.
Envy. There was positive envy of my bum. It was good. It was really nice. And yeah, it was so good. And the other models was good.
Oh, wonderful. I mean, I think Jenny is amazing. She's done so much for the plus industry of sewing, and I'm just so pleased to have someone in the world that's doing that. It's awesome.
But even as a businesswoman, she inspires me so much. Like Jenny and Blackbird Fabrics, like.
Yes, yeah, they're amazing as well. Yeah, I mean, so Jenny moved to England, didn't she, in the middle of pandemic? So bless her, with a daughter, and you know, I've been trying to kind of get her, I don't know, like some kind of a meetup for everyone, but that just hasn't happened yet. But I really would love to get everyone together. It'd be so wonderful.
It'd be good. I remember back in the days when Instagram was not a thing, that we were blogging and everyone had a blog. We used to do meetups, and it was so much fun. Like, I remember the first one I went to was the Gold Hogwood Fandango by.
Oh yeah.
Did you make that? Oh my gosh! Like, I was so starstruck. I was seeing all these women that had scruffy badges. I was like, oh my God, scruffy badger!
I'm exactly the same. And you know everyone by their handle and not their actual name.
And oh my gosh, the one lady that I've been wanting to meet forever lives in Scotland.
Oh, who's that? Is it Ruth Sows?
No, it's not Ruth Sows. I can't remember her handle now. I'm going to find it.
Yeah.
But It's
I
funny
know a
because
lot of them kind of dropped out of the, I don't know what they're up to now. I'm going to have to find them on a quick unpick, actually.
her name is also Ruth, and then her son name is also, our sons have the same names.
Oh, wonderful.
And like for forever, I was just like, I need to make this. And then there was a meetup happening in Scotland, and I had to go, but then I was ill that morning. I was like, no.
Oh.
No.
I hope you haven't missed your opportunity. Maybe she'll be at the Stitch Festival.
I don't think she'll come all the way down from Scotland.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Wishful thinking. But there was someone that said you should come to the Knitting and Stitching show in Harrogate next. So that will be closer. I feel like I'm matchmaking you guys.
Wow. That could happen because my husband is from the northeast. So he's from Hyington. Yeah, he's from a village called Hyington, which is like 20-25 minutes from Darlington. Mm-hmm. So my mother-in-law, she dabbles in dressmaking, mostly just skirts, but she quilts a lot. So she always goes to the Harrogate show. So I would have to look at the logistics of getting a van to bring my stuff up there. When the Harrogate one, that's the one that takes place in November, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. Small Smiley is saying, please come. When is it, Small Smiley,
hey,
please?
Small Smiley.
She's been amazing. You're here with all of the Quick Unpick. I love you very much. So, okay, we run out of time so quickly, by the way. I feel like we just get started and then it's nearly 11. But I wanted to ask you, because you just said your mother-in-law, but your mum is obviously an incredible seamstress as well. Did she kind of start your whole journey? Was that the big inspiration behind making clothes?
Not making clothes per se. So my mom's always, she did sew for me when I was a child. Oh my God. But then when I started getting older, because she used to sew for Berta, I would be the one to trace them out, and it was such a pain. And it was in French, so it was Berta French. I mean, I understand French, but it's still, French isn't my first language, so God, my poor knees. Fortunately, I was young, so it was easy to trace. Yes. But it kind of turned me off sewing dresses. So, but the first time I went on a machine, I was going to uni, and I said, "Oh, Mom, I want a matching bedspread and a comforter and my blinds. Everything has to match everything."
Yes.
And she was like, "I'm not doing that for you." She had this old Singer machine, like the proper old school that you had to hand crank and stuff. And she said, "Go and help yourself." So she told me what to do, and then I kind of figured stuff out myself. So I made a whole comforter with foam in the middle. Did my curtains, and then
what was the print? We have to know. What was the print?
Lemon print.
Yeah,
but it was quite nice because it had a border, right? So I cut the border and then did like a wallpaper, a strip of, well, how you have a strip of wallpaper, very 70s, how you have a strip of wallpaper going around the room. But I had just that little, maybe like a 10-centimeter wide around my room, which matched my my curtains, my bed. My room was quite uniform.
Oh man, you properly thought. I can imagine everyone was just walking around. Was it halls as well? Because
yes,
most people don't really go to an effort with their halls, and they must have been like, "Go check out Dibs room. It's unbelievable."
I know, but then I didn't sew again until I came to England, and then when I finished my masters and I moved in with my boyfriend, now husband, I didn't know what to do with myself because I was working on my dissertation, but then I finished, so I was like, I'm bored because I wasn't working yet. So he got me like a 60-pound machine from Argos, and I was there trying to sew stuff. That time, what was on vogue was Berta style website where you had people coming to.
Yes,
so
I remember that.
There was a pattern I made there from oh God, what's her name? The coffee date dress. Yeah, that one. So that's how I got back into sewing, but then now started sewing dresses. So I've been sewing on and off. I'm not as good as I probably should be because I haven't been doing it regularly, but I'm at a stage of my sewing now where I don't want to sew just for sewing's sake. I want to sew and for it to be perfect. I want to sew and the finishing to be good. The insides look so pretty and the fit has to be spot on. So it slows me down because,
of course,
Sue says, tell me all about the sewing machine, Dibs. We didn't have
go on then.
1 minute. So yeah, I have.
Well, there's a faff in there somewhere, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. So fun facts. When I the first machine I had was the brother, but then after I was like, no, I need to go for a nicer machine. So I was torn between Faf and Bernina, but then I went Faf because Faf, and I chose Faf because it had the IDT. And
so good.
The first Faf machine I got was a Select 4, and then I got the Ambition, which I now gave to my mother-in-law. Then I got the Ambition 1.0, which my mom took. You know, now then I have a few vintage Faf machines that I got off eBay, but now I have the Expression 710 on loan from Faf itself.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's kind of gone round. I'm back to Faf, but I have a lot.
I think once you go Faf, you can't go back.
I know. The IDT, like.
Yeah, it's
so now
amazing.
Without the IDT and but. Yeah, so I also have a couple of industrial sewing machines, like for everything.
Are they in the place with the fabrics, or have you got them at home?
Well, they used to be at home, but then I made room because I also have leather sewing industrial machines. So I have 2 industrial sewing machines for my leather, a cylinder bed and a flat bed, and then I have a leather skiving machine to thin the edges of leather. So like I have all sorts. So I've run out of space in my sewing room, so I took all my dressmaking industrials to my shop with yeah,
it makes sense. I was like, is there any room for anything? It's just also
no.
Your house. I can imagine your family are like, yeah, we can move these out.
And I've been threatening to push my son to share my daughter's single bedroom because his room is quite big. There's a lot of storage, and I'm thinking, I think I need more space for my crafts. And my husband's like, no.
Well, look, so Small Smiley wants a tour of your machines, and she is not the only one. I would love one too. I'm sure lots of people would.
I can do that at some point, but I tell you what, Trend Patterns in her stories, she did a little video of my sewing machine setup in my fabric shop. So I've got the industrial lock stitch machine, and then I've got the industrial overlocker, and then I've got my industrial pressing table with my industrial iron. So it's
amazing. And are you going to do any open days or anything so we can come and see this in person?
Yes. So after I was going to do one early this year, but then because of the stitch show, I was like, no, I need to get stuff for the stitch show. So after the stitch show, I'm going to see what I have left, if I've got anything left. Please, I don't want to come back with any fabric, buy everything.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, you don't want anything left. I totally, everyone gets to the point where at the end of the show, they're just like, have it.
Take everything, take it all. Yeah, so
right, well, I'll be there at the end of the show, don't worry, Dibs. I'll be there with my shopping trolley. Just like, sorry, you don't want to take that home.
Take it home, take the tables, take everything.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
So does anyone have any other questions? Sorry, just before we kind of close up, because I just want to check that we didn't miss anything. And you were saying something, so carry on.
Yeah, so I was saying I'll start doing open days monthly, hopefully. Either I still have to work it out, but it's going to be probably starting from March, because after the show I probably want to go to Italy and buy more stuff. So when I'll do an open day probably April, because by then I would have gone to Italy and saw stuff, then they would have come. So the open day, people will come and see new stuff before I put them online. So probably sometime April.
Amazing. And whereabouts is it?
So Northampton. So it's
okay, bang
on in the Midlands. So it's an hour from London, an hour from everywhere, basically.
Yeah.
Maybe not an hour from the north,
Scotland.
But well, yeah.
Oh, well, I can definitely make that journey. That sounds amazing.
Thank you.
Oh, so lovely. So yeah, basically I was going to say, do you want to plug anything? But the Stitch Festival is your next big thing. I'm so excited about that for you. And everyone go and see Dibs'
please
Salvage and Bolts.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you so much for joining me. It's been really, really lovely to catch up with you.
And
And we've got so much more we didn't talk about. So we'll have to have that in person at the Stitch Festival.
I know. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, thank you. And everyone, thank you so much for watching. And I hope you all have a lovely day. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.